Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Flora, certified simplification coach and 7-time author. And for over 27 years, I've been helping women like you align into a life and a business that you are wildly obsessed with by helping you clear out the 9 types of clutter keeping you stuck. Today's episode is all about letting go of clients, letting go of offers, and also letting go of systems that no longer serve you so that you can create a business, again, that you are wildly obsessed with. So let me ask you this. What if firing all of your current clients was the key to falling back in love with your business? Now, I know this sounds extreme, but today I'm going to share with you how doing this can help you and can actually be the ultimate act of alignment and freedom in your business. Now, as an entrepreneur who wants to simplify your life, who wants to simplify your business, you've heard one channel, one avatar, one offer. So I want to ask you that question. How many channels are you on? How many offers do you have? And how many people or avatars are you actually talking to and with? If your answers feel overwhelming, you are not alone. When I first started as a simplification coach way back in the day, I was laser focused, okay? I was very hyper fixated on what my speciality was, if you will. But as time went on and people started to get to know me and they started to see my skill set, they asked me for more and more and more. They asked me to expand on their intuition and help me simplify my spirituality, help me simplify this, help me simplify that, help me declutter this, help me declutter that. And so I started to say yes to everything because I have a spirit of service. I wanted to help the people that were in my community. And so therefore, what I did was I started making all these different classes, all these different courses, and I started to overload myself. And what happened, and before I knew it, my business was bloated. I had offers that I didn't love. I had clients who weren't aligned, and I had a back end full of systems that I really didn't need. And I was absolutely exhausted. And I started to question why I even was an entrepreneur, because I was like, really? I'm getting burnt out. I'm starting to not enjoy what I'm doing. I don't like this at all. Does this sound familiar? Do you even like what you have built in your business, or are you feeling that your business now is more of a burden than a blessing? These are some really big questions, especially to ask yourself in January, in the beginning of the year. So I want to share with you a story about one of my clients. Last year, she came to me. She was a brand new client, and she came to me and she was completely burnt out. She was literally this close to throwing the towel in. And she had built her coaching practice around what her audience wanted, not what she wanted to offer. Now, as a result, yes, it was within her wheelhouse and it was within her niche, but again, very similar to myself, is she started to expand on what she originally started to coach on and what she originally started to share in her company. And as a result of this, her offers didn't excite her. Her clients weren't really ideal, and her business was absolutely draining her instead of inspiring her. So when I asked her what it might take for her to fall back in love with her business, she actually sat there for a good couple of minutes, completely silent and just kind of pondering. And she took a deep breath and she looked at me and she goes, I can't believe I'm going to say this. And I was like, just say it. We're here. Come on, let's do this. And she goes, I would have to fire all of my clients. And she kind of broke down and she realized that that was the ultimate thing that she had to do. And that is exactly what she did. She let go of every single client who wasn't aligned with her vision. And she cleared out the offers that she didn't want to do anymore, that she didn't want to sell. She downsized her back end systems, and she shifted her focus to creating content that spoke directly to her ideal clients. Now, this was really big because what happened next, she never could have anticipated. And she was like, oh my God, Flora, I can't believe this is my life. I can't believe this is my business. Her inbox was filled with people asking, hey, I love what you're doing. I love what you're sharing. I want to work with you. How can I do this? How can I do that? And she started to really fine-tune who she was speaking to in her content. And she also had her assistant weed out the people that were contacting her saying, hey, I love what you're doing. How can I work with her? So she had a meeting with her team and made sure that all of the people on her team were on board with her new vision and mission and who her ideal client was. And because of this, her workload became so much lighter. Her impact grew. But more importantly, and I want everyone to hear this, this is your giant neon sign, she fell back in love with her business, and she fell back in love with serving the people that she really, truly wanted to serve. Firing all of her clients wasn't an act of quitting her business. It was an act of clarity. This is massive, especially when you have a spirit of service. She created space for the right people. She created space for the right systems and the right offers to enter into her business. This is the power of simplification. It's really about asking yourself those hard questions. What is no longer serving you as an entrepreneur? What would it look like to create a business that lights you up again? My whole channel is about decluttering the 9 types of clutter. And yes, I heavily post on this channel about environmental decluttering, which is all the stuff in your closets and tables and couches. I mean, all the things. But, and you know, in business, this is one of the things that I call the laundry factor. A lot of people work from home. And if you have laundry screaming at you over here, silently screaming at you, and you look at it and it's causing you to be distracted from your core focus at work or in your company, we need to address that. And so that is one of the reasons why I heavily post on environmental decluttering. But the key, and you know, this is something, and I've been, again, preaching and teaching this for so long, is that as an entrepreneur, you really truly need to have your space decluttered so that when you look at your business, you have the clarity of mind, but without being bogged down with all this environmental stuff in your space, so that you can look strategically and intentionally on your business and say, what in my business feels cluttered? What in my business would benefit from being simplified? How would I benefit from simplifying my company? How would my clients benefit from simplifying my offers, from simplifying what I'm sharing, and from simplifying how I talk about and how I reach out, and literally the entire spectrum of what you offer and what you allow yourself to bring into your company as far as systems, team members, as well as clients as well. So if this resonates with you, I want you to take the next step by really giving yourself permission to say, do I feel like my business is thriving? Do I feel 100% happy with how I'm operating in my company? Or do I feel like it's a little disjointed? Do I feel like it's bogged down because I'm offering so many things? And maybe you are capped out at a certain, dollar amount. And that was one of the things that Sarah, which was, my client that I reference here, she was capped out. She had hit multiple 6 figures, but she was at that cap and she couldn't expand beyond it. And she's like, I don't understand why I've hit this glass ceiling in my company and why I can't go beyond it. And this is one of the things that I help you do as a business owner is I 80-20 your business. We look at what's working, what's not working, and we double down on what's working that lights you up. Ooh, that lights you up. And the things that are holding you back, that clutter, the stuff that is just really not within your wheelhouse, that is 100% in your wheelhouse. We look at ways that we can simplify or eliminate and declutter those things that really just don't belong in your business. So because of this, I want you to really reflect on, is this the time? Is this year the year that I 80-20 my business? Is this the year that I finally get clarity on what I truly want to focus on and not get squirrely? Because I know it's very easy to get squirrely, especially when you are a service-based entrepreneur and you have that spirit of service where you just want to help everybody. Remember, one of the things that I spoke about at the beginning of this podcast episode is one channel, one offer, one avatar. If you have more than that, your business is cluttered. So if this resonates with you, it's time for you to take that next step forward. I've opened up spots in my calendar for complimentary strategy sessions. Let's sift through what is working in your business and what isn't. And together, we're going to identify what to keep, what to let go of, and I'm going to share with you how to create that business that feels so aligned, that's simplified for you again, and that will keep you wildly successful. So click the link in the show notes and in the description to book your session right now. And remember, simplifying isn't about giving up. This is about leveling up. Sometimes the boldest move that you can make is clearing out absolutely everything that is misaligned so that you can create space for what truly matters most. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next episode. Mwah.